father. Is it always moral to kill something that's trying to kill you?
Yes.
Well, there you have it, lad.
That's one Raven down.
You are getting better. Faster.
I'd even be better than you one day, huh?
If you are not, I have failed.
Looks to be a sculptor from the southern lands.
Now that I've spent time in Asgard, it's strange to imagine Magni and Modi there. Sif raised them both, right? She seems like a good mom. Maybe a little overprotective.
A good mother. Not the Sif I knew. In a culture as debaucherous as the Aesir, being a paragon of womanhood meant being a fierce fighter and a fiercer drinker.
Wait. That building.
There's the treasury. With those keys we found, we should be able to get into the vault. Hey, what's that skeleton doing there?
Don't know, lad. Not sure I want to.
Here rests Prince Dagger. Wait, Prince Dagger? Wasn't that Sigrun's brother? The one who killed her boyfriend, Helgi?
Aye, he was.
Are you certain you want to read this?
No, brother. You do it.
It seems Sigrun put a curse on her brother for killing the Mad King.
No. Truly?
She did not know the Mad King had murdered her family. Once she did, it was too late. She had cursed her brother. That is why she joined the Valkyries. To atone.
Mimir, you okay?
Funny. Learning all this only makes me love her more. She chose me despite my flaws, my regrets. Knowing she has some of her own makes me feel closer to her.
I am glad to hear it.
Mimir, if I met someone I liked, how would I know if they, liked me too?
Is there someone?
No. I was just curious. Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Behind you, watch out! So, brothers, how did you manage to kill Garm anyway?
We killed him a few times, actually, but it didn't take. And I figured maybe the way to stop a soulless beast was to give it a soul. So I gave it the one I had on me.
I beg your pardon?
Fenrir, remember the light Father saw? The accidental magic I did when Fenrir died? That was part of Fenrir.
Prepare for a fight.
Civ!
What's that over there? It looks like a spear.
Wish for peace. Be ready for war.
Better to have weapons and not need them than the other way around. Yes.
Tyr didn't want to intimidate anyone with his armaments, lad, but rather had them on hand in case his hand was forced. Impressive-looking weapon, isn't it?
It is big.
Mimir, you mentioned Sif wasn't a good mother when you knew her. Like, she used to drink a lot?
Aye. He and Thor seldom knew a moment's sobriety, whether brutally dealing with their enemies or, just as brutally, raising those boys.
What do you mean?
Hold! What is that?
Mimir, we were talking about how Thor and Sif raised Magni and Modi, and you said they raised them brutally. What does that mean?
Oh, little brother. I know you didn't have an easy childhood, but you can't fathom how much worse it can get. Imagine learning discipline by having thrashed into you time and again. That was Thor's approach, the same one Odin used on him. Poisonous notion of manhood passed down through generations. A grim inheritance, leaving all of them poorer.
Well, Sif doesn't drink anymore. Neither of them do.
I am quietly flabbergasted to hear it.
I get the sense it's more recent for him, but I know he loves his daughter.
I expect that's the explanation. Sif goes straight and hopes that raising a good daughter will redeem their past failures. Thor struggles. Maybe she gives him an ultimatum after some breaking point or other.
Like what he did to Modi, that night he found us.
Oh, that's a deft guess, lad. And if that ultimatum worked, well, good for them. Truly.
Father, look, a torch. Do you think it belongs to a Coal Raider encampment?
I do not know.
If it is, shouldn't we clear them out?
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining. Accursed wolves.
Father, why can't you just be, I don't know, kind to them?
You remember, don't you, brother? Watching a stronger man take your family away. Feeling helpless.
I should not have told you that.
Huh?
My brother, Demos. In youth, he was taken. Like,
Our wolves.
yes.
There's something I'm not sure I quite understand. In the Ragnarok prophecy Odin knows, all the realms get destroyed, including Asgard. In the version Groa kept secret, Asgard still falls. Wouldn't Odin have tried to prevent it either way? What difference did her lie really make?
Brother!
Look,
Is that the helmet from Tyr's statue over there?
win minds, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days. Atreus, I've been considering your question about whether Groa's deception made a difference.
Old. What is that?
I scouted ahead. The lake's crawling with raiders. Be careful. I'll heat up the forge. Say one thing for Tyr, he's got taste.
Atreus, I've been considering your question about whether Groa's deception made a difference. I think of it this way. When it comes to subverting prophecy, knowledge is power. Without the full picture and context, the finer details can lead you to tragically incorrect interpretations. Back in my homeland, I was privy to the operations of a certain coven of heath witches who were keen on destabilizing the government. They picked an influential thane, an otherwise loyal man, and fed him a story of his own ascension to king. They dressed it up in enough details they knew would come to pass, so when they did, they took it as confirmation. Next thing you know, he's helping matters along. He murders his king, sleeping under his own roof. Murders many he once called friends, too, thinking them fated to oppose him. Then, for a finishing touch, the witches revisit this usurper. With just a few details structured ever so misleadingly, they convinced the fool he was invulnerable to all threats.
Physical or magical?
Aye, but 'twas not so for him.
Old. The wolves are distracted.
Up there, another coal raider camp. We should clear that one out too. It'll make our wolves feel safer. Got him! Father, look out! I think that's their leader. Was that the chieftain?
Aye, the Coal Raiders are no more.
I'm sure the wolves come back. Outcome.
They're still scared.
Not of the raiders. Do not be afraid. You are safe. Good. Good boys.
They're girls?
Good girls.
Mimir, you know Garm? Why was he locked up to begin with?
Ah, Hell's Feral Sentinel. Believe it or not, Midgard was once bigger. Until Gar, then just a wee hut. Heckish.
He ate Midgard?
Only a few mountain ranges. And the 5th season that comes after winter but before spring. And a word for the feeling when you get so hungry, you stop being hungry.
You're messing with me.
I would never. Ragni the Zealous! For the king! I felt that one, brother!
Guide me, my king! Die,
Frankie the Zealot!
For the king! Join us! Is that all? Guide me, my king! Guide me, my king! Feel his wrath! Guide me, my king!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
Guide me, my king! Fear my king!
Good riddance, you feckless ball bag!
You knew this warrior.
Do me a favour, brother. You see any more of these ghostly berserker tossers, give them the same. You'll be doing the Nine Realms a favour.
Wow, Lemire. How do you know these spirits? What's the story here?
No need to rehash ancient history if it's all the same to you.
Very well.
To wrap up that story I was telling, the usurping Thane was convinced by the Heath Witches of his own invulnerability. Falsely, as he would learn truly. All turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head and a name so cursed none dare speak it. All thanks to a subtly deceptive prophecy.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
Is that the other Arms of Tyr statue? I didn't get a chance to say before. I liked your story about the Thane and the Heath Witches.
Another time. We must focus.
Brother, do you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They would foul the meat.
Oh, because of the magic on them?
The blood.
Ah, yes. Carry on then.
I didn't get a chance to say before. I liked your story about the Thane and the Heath Witches. You really gotta write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Joe claims to get sore, but thank you, lad.
So, Mimir, how did they capture Garm in the first place?
That was Tyr's doing. He lured the beast somewhere safe and kept it distracted by lending his own arm to be gently chewed. Once the chains were on and the gate to Helheim was opened, Garm bit Tyr's arm clean off in retribution.
But Tyr's not missing an arm.
Well, it grew back, eventually. He is a very resourceful god, after all.
Defend the peace.
Well, I think that's the last of it. Doubtful we'll find any more interesting bits.
Everyone from all 9 realms really love Tyr, huh?
Where I come from, gods of war are not revered in such a way.
Not all gods of war are the same, brother.
No, they are not. What else do you know of the mask?
Only that it was the great passion of Odin's life. He journeyed across Aegir's burning ocean into the heart of the silent matron herself to find it. Lost every man in his crew, but to hear him tell it, it was worth all that blood and more.
Let's do it! What? You just came to stare?
Wait, are those Odin's ravens? The ones we've been destroying all this time?
So it would seem.
Free are we, free of the Father. Our half-lives now belong to no other.
What do you think that means?
I don't know, but there's definitely something more going on here.
Do we have to be here? Creeping me out, all these poor bastards with their souls cut up.
Brock, when you knew Faye, was she...
Let me stop you right there, killer. Brock ain't one to go breaking no confidences. Not even when it comes to the dearly departed. You don't hear me spreading your business all over town, do you? Smiths don't blab. It's just how it's gotta be.
There's something over here.
Ah, a memory of war. You could use this as a training arena if you like. You'll just be fighting the recollections of enemies. They won't be able to harm you.
There's nothing.
Behind you, brother!
Behind you!
Nicely done. Right side, brother! Behind you! Look out!
More stronger! Left side!
Find you, brother!
Another dogger to the left!
I already feel it's getting better.
You got some slag from the homeland, huh? Hand it over. I'll fix you up some.
Going back to Alfheim?
There's still a few loose ends to tie up. There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Works for me. I know I'm the one who hurt this animal, but shouldn't we be, like, preparing for Ragnarok?
There may be valuable resources in the desert.
We should be able to reach the barons up top, once we find a way past this matter.
I remember these things. Definitely Dark Elf territory.
Hail, fellow traveler!
Atreus heard a creature in pain in the desert.
Over a storm like this? Most impressive.
You know Alfheim pretty well, right? Do you have any idea what's out there?
No, sorry. The elves and I... Long story, but it's best when we keep out of each other's way. Hive matter is... stickier than I care for. Good luck on your search, though. Stuff some cloth in your ears to keep the sand out. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Look here.
Never seen wolves like this before.
Not wolves. We fought several in Vanaheim.
They're called Gulon.
Someone trained them to pull a sled. Lucky for us.
Domesticated Gulon. Most unusual.